In my freaking hit, I said they want him to leave hurt. I didn't even know I said it because I was thinking that his toe is already hurt. I mixed up the words. So I'm sitting there, I'm on the sidelines, full disclosure, this is how it happens. I didn't even know I messed up. Usually you mess up and you're like, oh God, I would have corrected it on air. Didn't know, had no clue. Packers PR came up to me and said,
who you're close with.
Very tight with the entire organization. I'll be sitting there with the doc talking about, all my ailments. But I got a blister. What do I need to do? I got a zit. What do I do? And they said, did the Ravens say they wanted to hurt Aaron Rodgers? And I said, no, that's not what I said. And they said, well, what did you say? And I said, his quote was, and then I had to go back and look at the quote. Did I dream up that quote? I'm sweating, my armpits. I'm already wearing 6 layers of thermal underwear. So I'm like, this is your biggest nightmare. You don't want to misquote anyone. You don't want to say anyone tried to hurt anyone. Like Huntley's driving down the field, 3 and out. What? I don't even care. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So I look at the quote. I'm like, the quote was there. And I go, I didn't say it wrong. Well, then I checked Twitter and people are saying, oh my God, the Ravens want to hurt Aaron Rodgers. This is so, I can't believe. And so I was like, my armpits are sweating right now talking to you about this. So I'm like, holy shit. So I get on my mic and I just asked my producer, do you have 2 seconds? Because he's dealing with a lot. He's putting the game up graphics, like we're throwing to Kurt, we're throwing to you. He's like, you didn't say hurt. And I was like, yeah, I didn't think so, but I'm still checking Twitter. And listen, not Twitter's like the Bible, but I'd also like to come back to Twitter and be like, hey guys, I didn't say it.
They also pick up on, they being the collective public picks up on everything, so it's not that you want it, the letter of the law, but if there's a innumerable amount of people saying something, then you're like, well, God, it is true. And again, it's a mistake that an inadvertent mistake, but now you're having to backtrack.
But now I'm in it. And the last thing you want is you don't want a head coach thinking I'm misinterpreting what they think. I'm lying. I'm panicking. So I text my dad because my dad's watching, diehard Packers fan. But plus
he's also downstairs.
Everything.
Tell him I said hi.
I will. So I just said, hey, can you go back and look? Like, can you rewind the DVR? And he did. And he wrote back and he goes, you said hurt. And I go, Dad, I didn't. And he goes, you did. But he goes, if you think about it, it's I said, Dad, I got to fix this. I got to fix this. So next break, I said to my producer, I'm freaking out. I got to fix this. I don't want Wink Martindale. I don't want John Harbaugh. I don't want the Ravens. I don't want the Packers fan base thinking I effed this up or they, wanted to hurt him. So I came back on. I was so nervous. I just said, I misspoke. I got the words wrong. I even put something out on Twitter because I wanted to clear it up. I am going to write a note to Wink Martindale and apologize.
Aww.
I just feel... Dude, I didn't sleep last night. I had chest pains. I just don't want to piss people off and I don't want to go about it the wrong way. I also start thinking in my head as my face is getting hot right now. I just had this car commercial come out. Like, you don't want people to be like, oh, she's so into herself. She's got a car commercial. She can't even get the report right. Do you know how hard it is with these words, man? All right, I'm done. I swear I'm done. I'm also sweating in my stomach.
Nope. You have, and one of many reasons that people love you is because you will pull the curtain back and it'd be like, hey, I messed that up. Like, obviously that was not my intention, but are you a robot? I mean, things happen, mistakes happen, and it's not the end of the world. It was inadvertent. You go out, you're sweet to even write an apology note to him, but it's a mistake and who cares? The big scheme. My thing is, and we were texting after the game, like, I love you get the best out of these guys, especially in a post game. And like Aaron Rodgers is so like, and Terry commented on the post game
where he was
like, so Aaron laughed, or was laughing and you go, what are you laughing at?
I go, what's so funny?
Right.
Well, because I didn't know if I was missing something. I was like, is something happening?
Totally. But that's good on you. So it's like, and then all of a sudden he opens up and he like says all these other things that wouldn't have been a good follow-up had you not pushed just a simple laughter thing. And so they come out and then Terry's like, well, he was just saying like how cool it is to like be on a team with like guys give him a hard time and it's so much fun and there's all these personalities on the sideline and it's like it's just they're having like this awesome time. And so Terry, who has been very public in his criticism of Aaron Rodgers, also was quick to applaud. He's like, I love how light he is and how much fun he's having right now. And it was all predicated off the fact that you did a simple follow-up. So I know you're your own worst critic and then you want to draw parallels about you can't have a successful campaign, but that's also why you are where you are, is because, and I know that a lot of people that listen to this podcast are aspiring broadcasters, and I know because they write in our Calm Down podcast, here's a plug, Instagram, we do look at it and people ask for advice. And I think the biggest thing that you can say is, hey, I messed that up. Here's a quick retraction and keep it moving. I appreciate that you care so much, because I know there's a lot of people who will remain nameless who are like, whatever, like that's on them if they take that personally. Who cares? Like it was a misquote. They know what I meant, or like, they deflect it. So I think it's a good thing that you take it personally. It means you care and it was unintentional. So you bust your ass.
I still am sweating, by the way. My stomach. Wow. I wish it would get toner as I was sweating. The second you apologize on Instagram, like I fully did. I said, this is what happened. I mixed up the words. It was a really dumb thing. I'm an idiot. I wanted to write asshole, but then I thought if it goes on a paper somewhere, then that doesn't look great. And I was like, I apologize. People right away are like, yeah, it's okay. Where they're normally like, you dick.
Yep. Yeah, because guess what? We're a culture that's quick to build people up and tear people down.
Yeah.
And you and I have both had stuff happen to us. And I remember my dad's advice through all of the ups and downs of my own life, personal, professional. He goes, why don't you just take the power out of what people can say? The minute that you say sorry, what more can they keep saying?
Yeah.
Well, you've already acknowledged what's happened, or you've already, called out the elephant in the room, and then keep it moving. So
yeah,
good on ya, as you like to say. I'll never forget one time though in entertainment. It was right when I started, and I had to interview Charlize Theron. Whoa, goddess that she is.
J'adore. I like J'adore, by the way.
Am I familiar with the set? I'm familiar with that gold gown, and that would fit my arms. So I have to interview her, and she had just broken up with Sean Penn.
Oh, yeah. And they were together.
Right. My producer goes, well, we have to ask about it. Of course, as you know, in the world of publicists, the first thing the publicist says to me is, nope, no asking about, nope. So I'm just starting, and I don't want to piss off Charlize Theron and her publicist. So she comes up.
I want Perfume.
Exactly. 2 spritz. Are you a 2 spritz or a 4 spritz or 2, 4, 6, 8? Who do you appreciate? We'll get to that after the break.
Let's do it, because it is one of my favorite things to do.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
My nose is running. Is it cold in here, or is that my heart? Okay, so she comes up, and all I say is, "How are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm good. I'm really good." Stop down. I finished the proverbial questions about the movie, the whole thing. The interview comes out. I will not say who did it, but there's an editor and there's a producer who got together and took out that I'm good, everything's good, and butted up against a VO, pretending that I asked the question about her relationship. So it totally manipulated.
How can they do that?
Well, I'm telling you, because it was just a thing. And so I was so upset that it was taken out of context, because then the publicist calls the show and was like, why are you manipulating quotes anyway? So it became a thing. And I learned very quickly, it was like, let's just call it what it is. Anyways, I'm just trying to say, like, don't worry about saying a quote on air, because my quotes were taken, or her quotes were taken completely out of context. So anyways, back to the perfume. Are you spraying out and walking in? What do we got?
So I spray out, walk in, and do a turn.
Wow, your turns are very different than most turns. Yours are like triple axles, Nancy Kerrigan. How many turns are we doing? Turn
just
the page.
One, and I'll do it anywhere. In a green room, I'll do it. In the bathroom, whatever. But I'm not kidding. J'adore. I'm a big fan of J'adore. I'm not gonna lie. The other one I'm really into, a certain, really important model wears it, and I think that's what she wears, because it smells like it. So I got it because of her. Pleasures, which is an old high school favorite, but
is that Estee Lauder?
It smells so good. Yeah, they're both Estee Lauder, actually. And what was the other one? My girlfriend, Ashley, who Ashley, she does something 29. It's not Santal 26. It's something 29. Oh, I wasn't out to dinner with you. I was out to dinner. Yeah. I was out to dinner with Jillian, and I smelled it, and I was like, "Is Ashley here?" 3 cents, I die for. But a spray turn.
Okay, I'm aggressive. I am basically I've been at the Nordstrom's counter all day long, sampling and looking for the coffee beans to clear the palate. I am all over. I'll even go into the hair. Oh, you're like this with breath. I have a real phobia that anyone can say I have bad breath or I smell bad. Mm-hmm. So always with the Altoids, always with the perfume, the rollers, the extra things. So I go excessive on the spray.